This is a tough day. Sherman Parker was my absolute best friend. He got me involved in politics. I worked on his campaign. He got me a job with Senator Talent. Just being Sherman Parker's friend, just the things that I got to experience. I got to stand behind President George Bush when he came to St. Charles to campaign. Just a wonderful friend. I got a short dog story, Ambassador. Sherman and my significant other, Becky, were going out campaigning one day for one of Sherman's campaigns. And a dog ran out towards them. And Sherman actually got behind her. Instead of, the man was absolutely terrified of dogs. But first off, I want to thank everyone for coming out and honoring Sherman's legacy. This is just amazing. It's really touching, and I'm going to try to get through this without tearing up, because he meant a lot. He meant a lot to me. I want to thank, first off, is Enterprise Leasing for sponsoring and helping us put this together. Also want to thank MS Communications, Dana Lash, Jamie Allman, Mark Cox. I mean, they promoted this thing. It was commercials. They kept it going. I also want to thank Martin for he's been the right-hand man to this thing. I probably would have pulled what little hair I have left would have been gone. Stephanie Rubach, I mean, she has been just with me throughout this thing. She took care of Star Parker and picked her up from the airport and made sure she had everything that she needed. And our great conference planner, Geneva Smith. She did a phenomenal job. The people that know me know that I'm not a detail person at all, and I just told her when we put this together, Geneva, just make sure that I can sleep at night and handle all the details, and she did that. Well, to start off, Sherman understood the importance of education. Sherman was a desegregation student. He grew up in North St. Louis, but he went to high school in Afton. And while he was there, he received a four-year scholarship, or after he received a four-year scholarship, soccer scholarship to the University of Vermont, where he played soccer. His second year in college, he hurt his knee and lost his scholarship. Now, a lot of people would have came home and said, "Oh, I've lost my soccer scholarship. You know, I don't have any money to pay for this." He got loans. He stayed with it. He ended up finishing on time. His junior year in college, he went to St. Louis University's campus in Madrid. And after he graduated, he went to the JFK School of Government for a little while. So he always understood the importance of education. When he was elected to the House in 2002, he was put on the Education Committee. It was a committee that he specifically wanted to be on. I mean, he understood that he was where he was at because he had that education. And that's what we want to carry on, that legacy with these scholarships. We want to provide some scholarships for students that are African-American students that are studying political science, government, to give them a chance. He was always going to schools, talking about education. I mean, Sherman was the type of person that, regardless of where he was at in his position, that if you asked his help or you wanted to talk to him about something, it didn't matter if you didn't have a chance of winning an election, he would be there for you. Because he always said that, you know, people told me that I couldn't win out in St. Charles County in 2002. And I won, he said. So who am I to tell other people that they can't run? Even though they may not have a chance, but I will be there for them to run. And one of the great legacies that I think he's passed on is Eugene Dotes, who is here. This is a phenomenal young man that we're going to be hearing about in the future. He's 28 years old, and he is the chairman of the St. Charles County Central Republican Committee. And he just elected to that a couple of months ago. or a couple weeks ago. So I'm sure that someone said a line on my Facebook page that I'm sure that Sherman is looking down somewhere smiling. That you know, he started in St. Charles, and now there's an African American that runs the party out there. And I wanted Eugene, before we get to start, I wanted Eugene to say a couple of words about education, how important it is, and about Sherman. And after that, we will get to our keynote. Thank you, everyone, for coming. I really, really appreciate it.